And here are the answers to the quiz. Question 1. Which modules will allow you to keep form submissions in the database? Check all that apply. And the answer is A. Contact storage, and D. Mail log. They both store messages for different reasons. Mail log stores the messages because it stores any emails that go out, whereas contact storage is more geared towards saving the submission for the purpose of reviewing it later. But they both do it. Question 2. You can add a menu as a block by default. True or false? The answer is true. A nice feature to have. Question 3. Contact forms are entities. True or false? The answer is true. Even though they're a little different than other entities we've talked about, they're still fieldable. Question 4. What can you do to change the location of a menu block? Check all that apply. And the answer is A, C, and D. So you can change a block's region in its edit form, you can drag it around in the block layout page, and you can get to the edit form by using a quick edit link. But the one thing you can't do is click on a quick edit link and then drag the block. You'd have to go through another step here to get to the block layout page. And question 5. Which features does a contact module include by default? And the answer is B and C. You can preview submissions, and you can set who the recipients are. But you have to install the contact storage module in order to set the URL to redirect to, or to change the text of the submit button. Okay, let's check out the solutions to our challenges. Challenge 1. Move the Unmasked menu item to footer menu. So on the home page, we can see the Unmasked menu item here. Let's click Edit and edit the menu. So here's our Unmasked item. Let's click Edit. Here we can set the parent link, and if we click this, we can see all the menus and all of their submenu items too. So we want this in the footer, so I'm going to scroll down to Footer, and let's click Save. Now let's go back to the home page and take a look. If we scroll down, Unmasked is now down here. Okay, challenge completed. Let's roll this back. I'm going to click Edit and Edit Menu. Let's go to the operations under Masquerade, and let's change the parent link. We'll scroll all the way up here to User Account Menu and save. We'll go back to the home page, and we have it back. Challenge 2 is add a checkbox field to the personal contact form for no need to respond to this request. So like a user is submitting a form, and they don't need a response, they just wanted to send something out there. Okay, so let's go to Structure, Contact Forms, Contact Magnificent, and Manage Displays. And we'll add a new field here. For the field type, this is going to be an on or off value, so we'll select Boolean. For the label, we'll put no need to respond to this request. And we'll click Save and Continue. The number of values should be limited to 1. We're going to leave these on and off labels to their defaults, and we'll click Save Settings. Okay, if we looked at the contact form now, I'm going to open up the contact page in a new tab. We'd have this checkbox that says On. So this isn't quite right, but we can swap this with the label with the configuration setting for the widget. So let's go back to our fields and let's go to Manage Form Display. And for our no need to respond to this request field, let's click the cogwheel for the settings and select Use Field Label instead of the On label. And update and save. Now let's refresh the contact form. And now it says no need to respond to this request. Sweet, challenge complete. Now let's roll it back. I'll go back to our form, and we're going to delete the field. We'll go to Manage Fields and select Delete next to no need to respond to this request. And our third challenge, install a module called Menu Block, add a Menu Block block, and show the entire administration menu expanding in a sidebar block. So what we want to see is the top level administration menu, but every sub menu as well. Okay, the first thing we need to do is install Menu Block. So let's search for it. We're going to project/menu block. We'll scroll down and copy a link to the latest recommended version for Drupal 8. We'll go back to our site, go to Extend, Install New Module, paste in the URL and click Install. And let's enable it. Search for Menu and select Menu Block and Install. Now what Menu Block does is it gives a number of additional configuration options for menu blocks. So now let's add our block. We'll go to Structure and Block Layout. We'll add this in the sidebar. We'll click Place Block, and let's type in Administration. So now, in addition to the Administration menu, we also see Administration Extended Config, and that's the one we want now. We'll click Place Block, and under Advanced Options, we're going to select Expand All Menu Links, and let's click Save Block. Let's go to our home page, and now in the sidebar, we see all of our administration menu items listed. Now, since we have admin toolbar and coffee, this particular use case isn't helpful, but it could be if we did have menu block but neither of those other modules, and there are other menus that you may want to display in this hierarchical form. Even though these don't look hierarchical, if we inspect the elements, you can see as we hover over them that they actually are. You can see the container elements to the parent menus, and it's just styling that brings them all in line with one another. So with CSS, we could indent these properly so you see the full hierarchy. Okay, challenge complete. Let's roll this back. Let's delete this block first. And now let's uninstall menu block and delete its code. We'll go to extend, uninstall module. We'll search for menu block right here and uninstall. And now we'll go to the base directory of our Drupal site and go to modules, and we'll delete menu block. All right, we completed all 3 of the challenges. Are you ready to press enter? All right, on the count of 3. 1,